I have account for savings. I have account for future savings. Calm down. It's not that deep, but no. I have account. I even actually have account for Buga. Hi guys. If you're new here, my name is Naya. Welcome back to another episode of Chase of Naya. If this is your first time of seeing my beautiful bare face, you're welcome. And to my returning subscribers, you guys are welcome. Always welcome. Yeah, today I'm going to be talking about savings. Yeah, savings. You heard me, guys. I get to hear people ask this question a lot, and I decided to bring it here to you guys, to my family. Like, is it possible to earn so little and still save? My guys, 100% yes. That is my answer every time, any day. You know, like a lot of people will tell you, oh, the money I earn is so little, I can't save from it. Oh, I can't even save when I don't have enough to feed myself. Guys, rest. I know we have situations like that, but calm down. Even most of you that are not in that kind of situation, you still don't save, and that is always your excuse. Most of you will say life is too short to save. Some of you will be like, if I save, oh, my next of kin will definitely take it.
I said, uh-oh.
Calm down. At least save. See, let me just tell you. I know it is hard to save, but it is even harder to be broke. Savings is hard, but being broke, guys, is harder. It's really harder to be broke. If you've been there before, in that situation, you should know yourself. You should know how it felt like.
She's what?
I'm going to give you guys an instance. After university, I went for intern. You guys know what internship is, right? Yeah, that was before service. So I went for this intern program with one other guy. Like, his dad is very wealthy. I don't want to even use rich. He's wealthy because even most of the contracts the company gets, they get it from their dad. I don't want to mention where the dad works, but then yeah. So we started our intern together and blah 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 blah. So out of my little payment, internship money is usually not big, you get. I always save, guys. I always save from my money. Once my salary enters, the amount of money I know I want to save every month, I'll just remove it and put in my savings account. So I don't know about him, but then we're friends, and yeah, we come to work together and we meet in the office, and then he goes back home, and then I go to my own home. I stay with my aunt. Then I was staying with my aunt then, so I'll just go back home. So there was this day, I think he called me and he told me he needed 30k, and I'm like, what do you need 30k for? So here is the gist. His dad called him one day and said, I don't want to use his exact name. His dad called him and said, let me use a random name. Okay, let me use Victor. His dad called him, Victor, please come. Can I get 50k from you? As in, the question sounded like, what's this man saying? Why would I give you 50k? Why would you need 50k from me? Like, come on, you pay my school fees 1.5. So what do you need 50k from me for? And all of, and that was his mindset at the time. That was what he thought about. That is not possible. So his dad said, Victor, I'm serious. Can I get 50k from you? He went to the room and called me and shouted me up that if he can get 50k from me. I said, guy, you can't get 50k from me. As at this time, we've done IT for 5 months. That means they paid us salary for 5 months. Naya, can I get 50k from me? I said, I don't have 50k to give to you. See, don't give her money you cannot let go. That's story for another day, sha. I said, I don't have 50k to give to you, but I can give you 30k. And I said, okay, I should give him the 30k. It was that exact 30k he sent to his dad, gave to his dad. And his dad said, Victor. I was about calling his original name, sir. His dad said, Victor, so you don't have 50k from this money they give to you. It's not like you do anything with your money. Like, literally, he doesn't do anything with his money. His dad's driver takes him to the office every morning. The dad gives him money to, like, enough money to eat from and spend. Like, he can actually save from the money his dad gives to him and be able to give the dad the 50k. Do you get? That's the point I'm trying to make. So he couldn't give he gave the dad the 30,000 naira he had, and the dad called him and sat him down and said, see, my son, I just have to tell you this. I'm actually surprised that you've not been saved. I even felt maybe you were not touching your salary. The dad does not know that he does not have anything, like 0 naira at all, that he borrowed that money. So because guy, he wasn't saving, he was spending his money. And what are you spending your money? What was he even spending the money on? I don't know. Like me, I don't even see what he's spending. I couldn't even see what he was spending the money on. So the dad called him one day and told him that a man that earns 200 naira monthly and saves 150 is better, far better than a man that earns 1.5 million naira monthly and saves nothing. Because when it will set, it will definitely set. They always say save for the raining days. Trust me, raining days must come. It is mandatory, it is standard, it is a fact. Raining days will definitely come. So the man that earns 200k and saves 150k is far better than the man that earns 1.5 and doesn't save anything. Yes, there's this saying that people say that once your income increases, yeah, that your taste increases and all. It is true. Don't get me wrong, it is true. If me, for instance, I'm earning 100k and you start paying me 400k, 700k, 1 million, the thing I want to use money for will just increase. It is normal because our wants are insatiable. We have growing wants, we have growing tastes, and that is that about life. But guys, you need to save. There's always a need to save. I'm going to give you guys tricks that I use to enhance my saving attitude or my savings habit or grow my savings basically. First things first, you need to pay yourself first. No matter what, no matter your income, guys, pay yourself first. Make sure be certain of this, that your savings money, your savings account is different from the account you use to run your day-to-day activities. I have different accounts for different purposes, trust me. I have account for running my day-to-day activities, I have account for savings, I have account for future savings. Calm down, it's not that deep, but no, I have account. I even actually have account for buga. Account that I want to use to enjoy myself. I do that a lot. I have account, and trust me, it works for me. I don't know about you, but you should try it. So here is how it works for me. Once my salary drops, I pay myself first. Never ever spend before you save. Don't try that. It doesn't work. It has never worked. Even no matter how non-extravagant you think you are, no matter how thrift or um coordinated you think you are with money, trust me, it never works. I tried that 2 months. I think I tried this about a few months ago. It didn't work, guy. I finished the money, I didn't save anything. I tried it the first month. I said, okay, this second month, let me try and see. It never works. It never works. Quote me anywhere. Make sure to save before you spend. And when I say to save before you spend, it means you're paying yourself first, guys. Pay yourself first. Let me take for instance, they pay you 300k, right? So people might decide to save 50%. And trust me, I think it is actually preferable to save in percentages. If you tell yourself that you want to save 40% of your salary, and you already, for those of us that pay title, 10% for God, Abi, you pay your tithe, and then you want to save 40%. That's fine. At least if your salary increases maybe to 500k, it's still the standard. Maybe you're saving 40% of 500k, because normally as your money increases, your taste increases, your desire for things increases, the things, your lifestyle will change, the quality of your lifestyle will definitely increase or definitely improve. So the standard of your living will also improve. So it is normal. So you tell yourself you want to be saving 40% of whatever income you have. It will help you, guys. You need to save even when you don't need to, because the days you need that your savings will definitely come. It will surely come. Another thing you can actually do is to control how you spend money. See, I know that a lot of us that are impulsive buyers. I can actually be that. I am actually that kind of person. Sometimes, you can actually be chatting somebody on Instagram. Oh, I like this hair. I want to get it and all because it is very clear. If they reply immediately, you've done your transfer. Because sometimes when they now delay and all, you might just patch it. So most of us can be like that, and we end up buying things we don't need. But you need to control. You need to control how you spend your money. You need to spend less. And ways of doing that is when you have different accounts for different things. For instance, if I've already put money in my savings account, trust me, I have my savings account, I don't have access to it. I made sure of that I don't have access. If I must withdraw from my savings account, I will need to reach that bank. So that means it has to be very urgent before I can touch my savings. And it is easier that way because you can actually save with targets. I can actually have like something I want to do. I'm planning on getting something. I'm planning on doing this. I'm planning on doing that. I keep saving. It is easier for me to just save that money and achieve my goal. Do you get? So it's actually easier. You have to reduce how you spend. Reduce your spending habits. See, let me give you guys this trick. So there was this month I needed to save money for something, and I now said to myself that if Naya Shukwani, you're going to be cooking in this house, you will take food to work every day. And I realized that I didn't spend much. Trust me, I like meat. If you check my fridge, I always have meat stocked. Like I go to the market, I buy food stuff, I just stock meat that I'm going to. So I just realized that I have most of the things I need to cook anytime I'm hungry, blah blah blah. I can make this, I can make that. I told myself I was going to cook literally throughout that month. And I tried it, and trust me, I had a lot of money in my account. Like I saved my normal percentage, but even my extra money, like money I can use to enjoy myself, I still had it there. Do you get it? That has actually increased my savings for the month. And that has, trust me, once your spending reduces, you can get to save even more. All this money I was going to go to 15 on that bag, going to Chef Edwards, going to Boss Abata. Trust, I'm just calling places that I know I like their food. Chef Edwards, that is my go-to place. They make nice meals for me. So once you start reducing the way you spend money on some things, you tend to see that your income would increase. For instance, some of us will be like, every month I must get myself new dresses, new shoes, new this, new that. And some months you end up not going out to those things. We just buy things. Like there's so many times I've bought clothes that I didn't wear. I'll now leave it in my wardrobe for like 3 months, 5 months, and then I start looking forward to that. We do this a lot. We tend to buy things we don't need. There's this saying that they normally say that he who buys what he does not need steals from himself. Yes, because you're just wasting your money. You're just wasting money. And you think all these things don't count. It counts. By the time you add up, okay, for instance, that month I didn't cook. By the time I add up all the 7K, 5K, 3K, easy food, Kilimanjaro, all those things, by the time you add up the money you spend in a month, trust me, my sister, sometimes you spend 50K, sometimes you spend 100K, sometimes you even spend more. I'm just saying when you're, and this money is, you can actually save this money because it will help you one day. They will help you in your rainy day. Rainy days will definitely, I keep saying this, rainy days will definitely come. If you are that person that's never ever experienced rainy days, please comment, drop your comment in the comment section, because me, I'm going to remove cap for you. You can actually spend on a budget. That's why I said I have a separate account where I keep money for buga. So do you get, if I already say okay, I'm going to use 50K this month to enjoy myself, anything I need to do, that's my business, because I've already saved, because I've already paid myself first. So you can actually spend on a budget. Spending on a budget is not just about money you use to go and enjoy you. You can say, okay, oh, I need to stock my house, but I'm going to buy stocks, foodstuffs or things I need in my house worth of 20K this month. And you do that because, see, this thing happens to a lot of people. When you go to the market, you go to market square, you go to spa, you go to the mall without anything, without no list. Trust me, if you had the mind of spending 50K, you come out with 55K bill. It has happened, not once, not twice. It always happens. So we need to plan, spend on a budget. Even when you go to the market, my younger sister always says, if you give her money to go to the market to buy soup, if you give her 10K to cook soup, 10K will finish. If you give her 15K to cook the same soup, 15K will finish. If you give her 20K to cook the same soup, the 20K will finish. Why? Because there is no plan, because there is no budget. Be like, oh, let me buy more meat. Oh, let me buy more leaf. Oh, let me buy more this, more that. And it happens. That is the way we are with money. That is the way a lot of us are with money. So we need to actually improve on that. Learn to spend on a budget. Another way to actually save money is to invest in the stock market. Like, there's so many investment houses that can help you grow your money. It's not like it should do, I don't mean all those bring two people, bring one people. I don't mean all those things. I don't mean all those deceitful people. There are people that they've made names for themselves. There are houses, there are even some bank investments that you can actually invest in, and then you make money for yourself. Maybe all these investment houses that can save your money for you, use your money to do their business and give you 20% per annum. The money might be small, yeah, but then it's still something that your money is just sitting in one place. You can do that. If you're okay with putting your money in stocks, you can do that. If you're okay with just leaving your money in the banks for rainy days, it is your choice. The whole idea is to learn how to save. I'm not trying to teach you guys how to multiply or triple-ply your money here. I'm just trying to give you guys tips on how you can grow and improve your saving attitude. Another thing, guys, I think a lot of us don't do this. Go through your statement of account. So there was this time I decided to print my statement of account, too, not because of anything. I went to the bank, ordered for my statement of account, and then I went through my expenses. Then I was using both. Guy, I can tell that half of my money is being spent on both, because anywhere I want to go to both. And I'm like, oh really? I spend this much in both. Imagine you have a car, you'll be spending less money on transportation because it's just to for your car that you need, and you can go to anywhere you want to go to, blah blah blah. In fact, it was after I looked at my statement of accounts, my expenses for the first 3 months. That was I think that was last year, January to March. After I looked at my expenses, I said no, 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 no. If Naya one, you need to save to get a car. And that was when I started saving to get a car. And thank God today I got that car. And I'm always happy. I'm always happy because I don't like to spend my money anyhow. I don't like. I'd rather, okay, my friend used to say, if now I'd rather buy food than do this than do that. I'd rather use that money, the extra from that money, and go and enjoy myself somewhere at a restaurant. You get. So I'd rather do that. So go through your statement, know where the bulk of your money is going to. Some of you, the bulk of your money is going to data. Some of you, the bulk of your money is going to things that you don't even need, unnecessary things. Track your statement of accounts. Track it. Learn how you try to understand how you spend in a month. Try to understand how you spend your money in a quarter, that's in 3 months. Just try to understand how you spend your money. It will definitely help. Another thing, guys, never spend money before you have it. Lots of you, oh, uncle this promised you that, you started planning what you want to buy. Uncle this promised you that, you started planning. Life is not like that. Money that is not in your hands is not yours. It is not yours. It is never yours. And that's why most people say they don't like salary earners, because most of them live in debt. They've borrowed because those ones, they even know that their money is standard, their salary is standard. But you see them, they live because they try to impress people. They live above their means. Never ever spend money that is not yours, money that is not in your hand, money that you are still expecting. Don't spend it. Try to live within the amount of money you already have. Try to live within your means every single time. Don't try to impress anybody. Just once you try to live your life simple, you're not trying to put on the latest shoes, you're not trying to put on the latest dress, you're not trying to put on the latest designers, you're not trying to, be the fly girl on Instagram. Trust me, you'll be able to save. You'll be able to save. So a lot of people too that don't even, a lot of people that are not even known anywhere, like they don't slay, they don't do nothing, they still find it hard to save. But guys, if you follow this my tips that I've given you guys, trying to pay yourself first, opening different bank accounts, see, I'm going to say this again, my savings account, I don't have access to it. If there's anything that will make me use from that money, I have to enter the bank. That means it must be urgent, 100% urgent, 100% necessary, 100% important. If not, guy, you have to wait. Whatever that want is, whatever that demand is, it has to wait till I have money to attend to it. In as much as you need to save, you need to get money to enjoy yourself. That is why I said I have a different account for enjoyment. Yeah, it works for me that way. And for those of us that are impulsive buyers, by the time you already have a particular account you keep for buying things you'd like for your extra enjoyment or something like that, it's easier, because when you see something that you want to buy and you don't have enough money, you calm down, and before you know it, you realize that that thing is actually not something you need. It's just a want. Do you get? And you can forgo your wants. Do you get? So it's not a necessity. So you can actually ignore it. So if that money is not there at the time, you see that you eventually end up not buying those things. And for most of us, you'll be happy that you didn't get it, you didn't later buy it. It happens all the time. If you've watched this video and you think it was insightful, or you want me to make more videos about my finance or about how to multiply your money, I'm going to give you the little the knowledge I have, because yes, and I've been able to say, I have saved and I've invested my money, and the money has multiplied. Like, passive income is very, very necessary. Passive income is very nice. There's this guy that I always listen to on YouTube. He will tell you, make your money work for you. The money should pay you even when you're not working. You don't have to be physically present there, because you've already made some good decisions. I'm not saying my money is plenty, but then we can actually achieve this. We can all achieve this. So guys, if you don't know this video is actually very insightful, you can drop your comments in the comment section. If you want me to make more videos like this about finance, do let me know, okay? Don't mind my serious attitude throughout the whole video. I'm always serious when I'm talking about money, when I'm talking about savings. I always tell my friends to save, save, save. And yes, when you have when you eventually have money that you're not expecting, money that you were not planning to get, somebody just gives to you, the first thing that should come to your mind is to save. Oh, because most of us want to see free money or more. The next thing is how to go and spend it. If I have money that I was not expecting, I keep that money first till when there is a need for it. So guys, if this video was insightful, do click the like button, share, comment. Till my next video, bye guys. Mwah.